Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ahviworld. Today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful Canadian smoke turban. Let's get started. Here are the things needed. I'm going to use this fabric. This is called swede. You can use any fabric of your choice that is stretchy. I'm using my pencil and a tape with a ruler that you're going to use to draw your grid lines. So that's why we needed pencil and a ruler. So the first thing to do here is to take the circumference of my head, which is 22 inches. Okay, so I'm going to add, in order to get this Canadian smoke, I'm going to add 10 inches to that 22 inches to give me 32. Okay, so I'll just take the measurement right now. This is the right side of the fabric, while this other side is the wrong side. So we're going to draw the grid lines in the wrong side of the fabric. That's here. So first of all, I'll remove 2 inches allowance from the sides, from the top and from the bottom. Okay, I remove 2 inches like so from here, then 2 inches like so from here as well. Then I'll roll it like this.
This is Ahviworld.
Now you can see the lines. I removed 2 inches from both sides of the fabric for allowance. So in order to draw the grid lines, I'm going to remove 1 inches, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch on both sides. Then I'm going to draw the lines. You can see them. So I drew the horizontal line. Now I'm drawing the vertical lines. So they're going to be in boxes of 1 inch each. I've succeeded in making the grid lines. Can you see that? Look at it, like a box, form of a box. Okay, just from here down here, here and back here. Okay, after drawing these boxes or grid lines, the next thing to do is to draw our vertical lines. The vertical lines is going to start from your top right to the left. Okay, top right to the left, from here to here. Okay, and you're going to do it from here. Just draw a slanted line to this place. Okay, or a diagonal line. Okay, once you do it to one of the box, you omit one, move to the next box, omit one, just like that. Then when you're done with this line, this next line, you're going to omit it completely. Okay, you're not going to touch it at all. Then you go to the next line again. You start your diagonal line from top to bottom, like so. Don't mind the fabric, it doesn't take drawing, so it's not really very visible. So after drawing my diagonal line on this first line, I'm going to omit this one and move to the next line again, and just draw it as well again, like so. Can you see that? Then omit this and move to the next one again and repeat the same thing. That's what I'm going to do to all of them. Okay, I believe we can see the diagonal lines there, so that's where I'm going to pick. So I will just show you guys how I started the stitching, so that you will know what I did there, because I already started the smoking already. So all I need to do is to pick this part from my right hand, that top side. Just pick a little bit. I hope you can see very well. Just pick a little of the fabric right here, then come to the end, stretch your needle forward and come to the end to pick the other part like this. Okay, once you do that, you just bring the thread out like so, then hold it together hold the two fabrics together like so, and stitch severally like 2 or 3 times in this very point so it can be firm. Okay, just something like this. Once you stitch it, after once you tie, stitch again and knot it right there, and you're done. Normally you can also cut the thread out, but it's not necessary. I think I will just go ahead with it like so. But all you need to do is just to stretch it further to the next one. Remember, we're starting from top to bottom. Okay, so you just stretch the thread right here and pick this very point. You just stretch it, ensure that you don't pull the thread so much. Okay, let it just remain like this. Okay, can you see that? It's a contrasted thread. I'm using white thread so that you can see it. So while I pull it down here, I'll stitch that place again once more so that the thread can be knotted there, so it will not have to pull the fabric together. Thereafter, I'll just pick this other part of it like so. Then you can see it comes together on its own like that. Then I will just hold the two fabrics together and pull it again, stitch it 2 or 3 times so it can be firm and secure, so it will not easily loosen out. Okay, remember this thing is a turban, so continue like that. After that, you move to the next one, which is the third one. We are omitting one, moving to the next. So once you draw your lines, you can just follow it up. But if you don't draw your line, all you need to do is just to omit one and move to the next one. Okay, but the lines, these diagonal lines, is going to give you a clue, as in help you a lot. You will not be confused, you will know where you are. So once again, once you pass your thread down to this place, you try to stitch it right there so that the thread will not pull the fabric over. Thereafter, you just stretch it forward and pick this other part of the fabric like so, then pull together and use your hand to hold it together like so, then stitch it for about 2 or 3 times and knot it right there, and you're done. So once I finish this particular one, I'm going to go ahead and run everything myself. Then I'll come and show you the outcome of it. Okay, here's it. As you can see, I finished making the first part of it. Can you see that? This is how the Canadian smoke is. See the inner side. If you like, you can cut off all these threads. You can as well leave it like that. So in order to make this turban now, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to measure my 18 inches length, because I'm not going to smoke the hole. I'm only going to use this smoke to do design in front of the turban. So I'm going to cut out 18 inches. I just folded it into two like this. Then I'll take my tape and measure 18 inches. That's the length of the turban, because the turban is going to have a band in front. So 18 inches is right here, so I'll just cut it like this from here. For the band, I'm going to cut out 3 inches. It's supposed to be 2 inches actually, but because of sewing allowance, I'm going to cut out 3 inches. My 3 inches is right here, like so. Just cut it out. So I have my 18 inches right here, like so. Remember that my head circumference is 22 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch to it to make it 23. So this fabric is on fold right now, so it means I'm going to take 22 inches is 11, right? So 23 is going to be 11 and a half, so it's going to be right here. So I'll just mark right here, so I will not have a lot of bulkiness in it, so I have to cut it out. I mark the top, then I'll also cut out 11 and a half right here, then just trace it up and cut it out. I'll just go ahead right now and stitch the bands that I cut out earlier on, that 3 inches. I will just sew it together with the main turban like so, then fold it like this again to form a kind of a band there. Now after that, I'm going to take the smoke, the part that I smoked earlier on, and share it into two, because I'm going to use this particular one to make 2 turban. So I'll just count them. I have 13 lines right here, so I will look for the midpoint and cut it right here. Ensure that you cut in between the lines. Don't cut where you tied, okay? You can see that I finished stitching this part already, so I turn it as well to make it neat. Thereafter, I will just fold it in half like so again and take the measurement, which is my head circumference, which is 22 inches. Then I'll just trim off the excess, leaving a little sewing allowance there. Then I'll just cut out of this top part like so, a kind of a curve shape. So I'll just curve it like this with my chalk. Thereafter, I cut it out. You can see it. Then I will just here is my measurement, so I'll just use my needle and thread to start sewing, to pick it. It's not sewing per se, just picking. So like so, you can see what I'm doing right now. So that's how I'm going to pick it till I get to the end of this turban. You can see it. So after that, I just pull it together like so. Then I will also pass the needle backwards again to make sure that it is firm. After that, I'm going to cut off the excess like so. Then flip it over to the right side of the turban, as I'm doing now. You can see how neat it's looking already. You can see those gathers right there. Then I'll just arrange it in a way that I can place the smoke on top. So here is my smoke already, so I'm just going to place it. I just put the smoking fabric on top of it like this, okay, on the left hand side. So actually what I did was this: I just placed it from the end, that's the back, to the middle of the front, okay, to the middle of the front, then turn it backwards again. I use my pin to secure it. Actually, I did it. I placed it on my hair to and I stood close to the mirror so I could know exactly where. That's why I didn't show it to you. So thereafter, I will just tack it. So I pinned it down like this. I want it kind of high on this place. Then I'll just use my needle and thread to stitch it like this. Stitch it not everywhere. Actually, if I stitch here, I will jump to this place and stitch just like that, okay? So let me do that right now. You can see I'm done with it. Wow, this is amazing. Is this not lovely? You could use this Canadian smoke to make the whole of the turban. You can place it in one side. You can make it go round the front sides. It's a matter of choice, okay? This is lovely. If you like this video and if you know you have learned something new today, kindly give us thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel so that you can be getting more creative videos like this from us. And if you have subscribed already, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for more videos because our next video is going to be the bomb. I remain Ahviworld. Bye.